And I swear, these things are just the cutest little guys ever. I don't know, just of all of the enemies in the game, these guys aren't really even enemies. They don't attack you or anything. They don't even fight back. So, it's kind of mean to kill them, but they actually do drop this powder that allows you to enchant your weapon with electricity, so, or with lightning, you know. So that's pretty good. But nonetheless, it's very mean to kill them. Anyways, it has been a long time since my last Dark Souls video. That was the Hyper Ornstein fight, and that was awful. Oh my god, hours and hours of failed attempts, but I finally ended up doing it successfully, and then I took a few months away from Dark Souls. I only started playing just a day or two ago. Like, seriously, I picked it up a few more times over that period, but never, like, seriously. I think I'm finally back in the loop, though, so I'm going to bring what I promised, and we are going to fight Sif. He is probably one of my favorite boss fights in the game. Just really amazing fight, amazing music, and all that stuff. So, hoping this goes well. No promises. I may take a few attempts at this, but I don't know. Sif's a pretty good boss. He's fun, but he's not too hard. You know, he's not really cheap like some other bosses. I love how the scythe just stands up like that. So yes, say hello to Sif, the Great Grey Wolf. He has a giant great sword. Literally, you're fighting a wolf that carries around a great sword in its mouth and fights you with it. Let me take a second. Turn up the music a little bit. Okay. He hasn't killed me yet. That's good. Ah! Alright, let me actually get in and start fighting this guy. Big strategy for fighting Sif is to stay under his legs. That's his big weak point. He'll jump out, or he'll jump away to get away from you if you start doing that. And just in general, he'll start doing that. But yeah, I don't know. He's just a really cool boss, and I don't know what it is about his theme, but it kind of reminds me of, like, I don't know, sort of a Danny Elfman sort of soundtrack. Like, I'm trying to think of exactly what it reminds me of, but it's just very sort of whimsical, like, I don't know, Edward Scissorhandsy is, I guess, how I'd describe it. I really like it, but, yeah. And I also really love the effect that the greatsword has when he swings it. It reminds me a lot of the Penetrator from Demon Souls. Like, whenever he would do these fancy sword movements, he would, he would have, like, this shadow effect, like this light blue shadow effect. It made him look like he had sort of a half lightsaber, half just normal sword. Just, yeah, I really love that shadow, and, like, after, what would you call that? Whatever you would call that, like the after shadow. But, I think they use it a lot in the Castlevania series, or at least in the Metroidvania ones. You know, like, you'll backdash and that'll appear behind you. God, he's really kicking my butt with this spin attack. The spin attack is the big thing with Sif, it's just... It does a lot of damage, and sometimes, like, you get caught in it, and just never really bodes well. Something interesting about Sif, though, is that as you attack him more, I don't know exactly how this happens, imaginably just by smacking him in the legs enough, but he'll actually start to get a limp if you hit him in the legs enough. It might just be a low damage thing. Like, yeah, you saw I just hit him straight in the leg there, so I guess that you can sort of hit his legs, like, not really target them, but they're there and they can be damaged. That's kind of a really cool touch, I think. He almost crushed me. I also really love that flip attack he does. It's just a very stylish boss fight. He's not a tough one, but he's definitely worth it just for the music and for the design of the boss. You know, like, the character design is really what makes this boss for me, even if he isn't that difficult. It would have been cool if I had fought him. Oh no, he's limping. I feel really bad now. Yeah, I think this may just be a low damage thing that he does. It's kind of sad. But he keeps fighting to the end, so you gotta... Oh no! Oh god. There's no way you can feel good about that. I just hit him when he was down. Okay. So yeah, that's Sif, the Great White Wolf. Great Grey Wolf. He's not a... He'll come back in the sequel as the Great White Wolf. He's like Gandalf. But, yeah. So we get the Hornet Ring. I think this is Archerius's... Is that his name? Archerius? I know you get the ring. We just got his ring. Yeah, Artorius. It's not Artorius. It's Artorius. I think this is supposed to be his grave. Just in the middle of this huge graveyard of swords and gravestones of warriors lost and all that. But, anyways... I guess that pretty much sums it up for Sif, the Great Grey Wolf. So thank you all for watching. Next up, we have the 4 kings, or the 4 lords. No, 4 kings. I think they all count together as one mashed together lord. I don't know how they work, but anyways, that's what's coming up next, and I'm not looking forward to it. Alright, see you later.